All right, so thank you very much, Patricia. I'm going to speak about the project structure and the timeline. So my presentation is structured upon three main parts. It is about the grant agreement, and then I'm going to dive into that for part A and part B. Now, starting with the first part, the grant agreement. Now, as you can see here in this diagram, this is how the grant agreement process looks like. So I just want to give some time here in this diagram. We started with a call deadline. That was 4th of September 2019. Now, EASME says that within 5 months, they need to inform the successful applicants. Actually, we were informed in 3 months since then, so it was 10th of December 2019, a very nice Christmas present for all of us back then. And then within 8 months, we need to sign the grant agreement. Now, we signed the grant agreement from TU Delft side in March 2020, and it was countersigned by EASME on 14th of April 2020, less than 8 months than expected, around, I think, 7 months. Now, why do I put such an emphasis on this diagram? Because of that here. So, a grant agreement versus original proposal. You can see on the left the grant agreement, and on our right the proposal. We should keep this one. You remember, Violetta said that this is our Bible now. This is the legal act. So we all need to refer to this document now. And we should forget about this one. So that is an outdated document. Some people have turned to me with questions about the proposal. Forget about this one. It's not relevant anymore. So whenever we need to refer to something, please only keep the grant agreement, which you can download from the participants portal, or if you need help, please contact me. Now, if we go to the part B, I'm going to extract some useful information, some highlights from the part B of the grant agreement. Right, so this is how it looks like, the table of contents. This looks a lot like the proposal that we had back then, but of course it is a bit different now. In the first part, the project objectives. Now, this is something that is really important because we are going to get evaluated against the objectives that we promised. That involves targets, quantified information, by when, by whom, in which deliverables, etc. We have 9 objectives. I will not go through all of them, because these are going to be mentioned by work package later on today. But what is important is that I want everybody to get familiar with that. So this is why I'm mentioning that. It is section 1.1 in our part B of the grant agreement. Now, the case studies, this table now, you can see on the left the groups who have sea mining, urban mining, and industrial mining with our 6 case studies. Now, just to group them at the work packages, you can see at that column that work package 3 has 2 case studies, work package 4 has 1 case study 3, work package 5 has case study 4 and case study 5, and work package 6 has case study 6. Today, we're going to hear from those technical work packages, from work package 3, work package 4, work package 5, and I think work package 6 is tomorrow, right? Then, apart from that, we have the impacts that you can see here. Again, quantified information that is really important. And this is mentioned in section 1.3.1. We are going to get this presentation, so you don't need to note down the information that I'm mentioning now. This is how a case study is being described within our grant agreement in section 1.3.2. You can see the example of sales, case study 1 in Italy. Now, what is really important is that we have got this investment, this grant from the European Commission to get some exploitable outcomes. And this is a specific table, table 12, within part B, which mentions that by work package. So we have the value proposition, the exploitation potential, the exploitation tools, IP strategy, and the owner. And this is really, really important. Now, that is under section 2.2 in part B. And what I wanted to stress, and I'm really happy that already Violetta has done it for me before me, it is that the results are not only scientific. And exploitation is not only commercialization. So policy-relevant evidence is really, really important, and especially for the European Commission. Right, now, I would go to see the PERT diagram. This needs a full screen, definitely. This is how we have structured. We have 11 work packages. And this is under section 3.1 of part B. Now, just to have some highlights here, we have 4 technical work packages. And we have also 5 horizontal work packages to generate the impact. How do they interact with each other? Through those tasks. So there is one specific task for each technical work package to communicate with those horizontal work packages. Pay attention to that. I can give you an example for work package 3. That is task 3.4. So we have allocated person months from those work packages to communicate with these horizontal work packages and make sure that we're going to generate impact. Now, going to part A of our grant agreement. Now, here you can see the table of contents. What is really important for this part of the grant agreement is that it is the detailed implementation. It includes the work plan tables. For example, it includes the work packages that we had previously in section 3.1 of the proposal. But now this is in part A of our grant agreement. Now, here you can see one of the tables. It is about the overview of the work packages, and this is under section 1.3.1 of part A. Just to illustrate something here, for the work packages that are technical, they end by month 42. You can see the duration in the table, and you can see also the person months allocated. You can just check here that 45% almost is allocated to the technical work packages of water mining projects. Now, regarding the timeline, here you can see the Gantt chart, and I'm going to put some information from the milestones that I got from part A, just to give an overview of how we have structured the project. Here you can see the 4 work packages of 3, 4, 5, and 6. By month 18, it's our first reporting period. You can see also on that table the deliverables, the milestones, all this information you can find in part A. And I will stress only 2 milestones. By month 20, this is milestone number 3, we have all startups completed. So all the technical demonstrations should have been successfully started up by then. Some of them are previously started up, like work package 3. I think it's around month 13. And by month 42, we should have completed everything with the technical demonstration so that we have some months ahead to evaluate and use these results and uptake these results in the horizontal work packages. Now, what I said before, we have 4 specific tasks to communicate with these horizontal work packages. You can see them here highlighted. Now, I think this is my last slide, going to the horizontal work packages now. Just to see some milestone, again, milestone number 2, it is by month 2 to have the kickoff meeting and the consortium agreement. This has been completed successfully today. So that's a tick for that, for the milestones table. The consortium agreement was signed successfully last July. Then the communities of practice should have been established by month 10. That is a milestone for work package 2. Then we have the dashboard and augmented reality proof of concept in month 18 within work package 7. The living labs by month 20 for the 2 living labs in work package 2. Then patents within work package 9 by month 36. Policy packages by month 42 within work package 10. And environmental technology verification by month 45 within work package 8. Of course, we have the final event by month by the end of the project within work package 11. So that was all from the presentation that I wanted to make here today. Thank you very much for your attention.
Thank you, Dimitris. That was very nice to have the overview now fresh in our minds when we are expected to do the different milestones. And the milestone number 2 we have indeed reached, so that is very good. The other milestones we will discuss, as well as all the other aspects that we have been seeing in this presentation during the presentations of the work packages, which will be the next part of our agenda.